Now you guys have seen my setup, man, and y'all already know I cannot have just one screen within my setup. I feel like one screen in a setup should be a crime, all right? Now, if you guys want to know how I'm actually able to connect both of my monitors to my laptop, or if you guys out there have 3 monitors that you want to connect to your laptop or computer using just a single cable, then you definitely want to watch this video right here, man, because I have a product that's going to solve all your problems, all right? Let's get to it. What up, y'all? So this right here is the OREI 4K Split Extend XX 3C 4K D150W, man. I know that was a mouthful, but we got through it, all right? This is going to allow you guys to be able to connect up to 3 different 4K displays with just a single connection, along with other peripherals like your mouse or your keyboard or your SSD drives or whatever you guys might use. So OREI, man, if you guys don't know, is the leading global brand in AV solution that's trusted in over 60 countries. Now, they specialize in HDMI splitters, extenders, matrix switches, video wall processors, and universal travel adapters. So it's safe to say that they are the go-to for everything that you guys are going to need within the AV space, making it so that way you guys can simplify your setup with reliable plug-and-play gear for your home, as well as your commercial and even your professional AV setups. So whether you guys are connecting dual monitor setups like I'm getting ready to show you guys in this video, or even triple monitor setups, or let's say you guys have 2 TVs for a sports bar area, or you just wanting to extend your signal, or even if you decide to just go even crazier with building out a 2x2 or a 3x3 wall, OREI makes it simple with plug and play HDMI devices that just works, y'all. All right, so now that you guys know a little bit more about them as well as the product, and you've seen everything you guys are going to be able to get, let's go ahead and get it set up within my setup over here, literally behind the camera. And after we're done, I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of walk you guys through how I was actually able to get everything set up with just using what's right here on this table. But first, I want to walk you guys through each of the ports here so that way you kind of have an understanding of what you guys are getting. So the first thing I want to go ahead and start off with is just the front here. So as you guys will see, we get a headphone jack here. If you guys want to plug in there, you also get a SD card slot as well as a TF card slot for all of my creators that are out there. You also getting 2 USB 3.0 ports, a USB 3.0 Type C port, as well as a power delivery port, which is going to be used for things maybe like connecting up your smartphone to be able to charge and different things like that. And then you also getting your power button here. But where the magic happens is if we flip it over here on the back, you're actually getting 3 HDMI ports, man, that's going to allow you guys to be able to output up to 4K 60 hertz, which is amazing. And then we're also getting 2 USB 2.0 ports, and then we're also getting our Ethernet port here, as well as a 100-watt power delivery. So this is what you're actually going to plug in your laptop to, which I'll show you that here in a second. And then we also are getting our DC-in 20-volt 7.5 amp for power, all right? And then just design-wise, we are getting more of a high-grade plastic here, which obviously feels really good in the hand. And then on the bottom here, we're getting kind of a non-slip pad, which is just going to be good if you guys want to lay it flat on your desk like this, or if you guys want, which is primarily how I'm going to use mine, you can actually use this this stand that actually comes with it, and you can just connect it right into there like so, and then you can just sit it on your desk. And this is how I'm planning on using mine. Y'all, so we finally got everything here all set up, man, and the setup process was super simple. Now, one thing I do want to point out before I kind of get into showing you guys how I have everything set up here is you definitely want to make sure you guys go to the link I'll have for you guys down in the description section below to the download drivers page, and make sure whether you guys are using Windows or whether you guys are using Mac to make sure you guys are downloading that, so that way you can get everything to make sure it is working properly. So you do have to download drivers for Windows, and you also have to download it for Mac that I'm using right here. But once you get that downloaded, it's super simple. It's literally plug and play. Now let me show you guys how I have everything set up. Now I have my 2 ultra wide LG monitors here. They're both 4K monitors that I use to be able to edit all of my content on. And I have that brand into the back of the Split Extend using 2 HDMI cables. Again, super simple, just plug and play. And then the next thing I also have is I have my Ethernet port that's also plugged into the back that allows me to get the fastest connectivity and speeds for my MacBook Pro. The other thing that I also have is I have my 2 speakers here. I have my 2 Edifier speakers that I use for, you know, whether it's listening to music or whether it's using to edit my videos or listen to podcasts, different things like that. I also have that ran into the front here, just plug right into the headphone jack. Whereas before I used to have to plug it into my headphone jack on my MacBook Pro, but now I don't have to do that because I can just run it right into there. And it is just, again, plug and play, man. Now, the other thing that I have it also plugged into is I have my Samsung T7, which is my drive that I use to be able to edit all of my content on. So this video right here that you guys are watching will be edited off of that drive. So again, super simple, man. Plug it right in. You good to go. The other thing I have is I have my 18 terabyte drive. So my T7 is a 4 terabyte. And then I have my 18 terabyte drives here that I use to be able to store all of my content on or reference like old videos if I need to go back and reference those. I have that also plugged into here as well, man. Again, super simple, plug and play. And the last thing I have plugged into it is my keyboard. So I have my Osio retro keyboard here, man. Super dope keyboard here. Have that plugged right into the back of it as well. All of it is running like a champ, man. I'm able to do my editing, able to watch content, do some multitasking as far as having both screens. And yeah, man, it works pretty smooth. All right, so with my area here, man, finally being fully integrated with the 4K Split Extend XX3C 4K D150W, man, it now allows me to be able to run my setup smooth. Now, when it comes to editing videos like this video that I'm talking to you guys in right now, I'm actually able to fully utilize my other screen that just now increases my overall workflow. I can have one thing on one screen while I'm also working on something completely different on the other screen. And it just now makes my setup a full multitasking, just workhorse of a setup. Now, as you guys have seen in my setup, I have it connected to my main workstation here, but I want to let you guys know it can also be trusted if you guys are, let's say, a streamer, or if you guys are a gamer, which you guys already know that I am. So I'm actually thinking about hitting them up and see if they'll send me out another one. So that way I can kind of integrate it within my gaming setup and get that done right as well. And even if you guys are an AV pro who also demands consistency as well as quality, they got you covered. Now, the main thing that I personally like about this system here is just how affordable it is, especially when you compare it to other brands that I've personally used in the past, where I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man, those prices on those units can be even double or even triple the price of this unit right here. And again, I'll have a direct link for you guys down in the description section below. Now, overall, man, I've been using this product and I feel like it is so solid to have within my setup here. So I want to send a huge shout out, man, to OREI for sponsoring today's video, as well as I'll see y'all in the next one. I got to get back to some work and get this video here out so y'all can actually check it out. But I'll see y'all in the next one, man. Squad, we out.